Hey guys, this is my first installment of Mann's Stug Life group build. Sorry it had to take me a while to post this video up. Been busy with building a new house. Uh, what else? My sister, or excuse me, my daughter, um, was sick with the mouth, foot, and hand virus, which lasted for a couple weeks, which was awful. Even though it's not harmful, but just annoying, to say the least. I guess there's pros and cons about having daycares and everything, so I guess it's a good thing to build up your immune system, I guess, so. Um, but anyways, I'm going to be aggressively painting for the next few weeks and everything to hopefully get it done by the October 1st deadline and everything, so, yeah, so without further ado, let's take a look. Here's the completed kit before painting. And what do I think about the kit? Well, it's not really a bad kit per se for a Stug kit. It's not the best that Dragon had done, because I've built at least 4 of them, and this is by far the worst I've built. But it wasn't really that bad. The only major issues that I come across with is the instructions are really bad, and I'll show you here in a little bit what I'm talking about. The metal tracks, I'm almost done with it. I got one side completed, and I'm almost done with the second side. I decided to add these KV1 tracks just for added interest. What else? I'm also going to add 2 tracks down the side here for extra armor. And then of course I'm planning on adding the storage in the rear, which I haven't started that yet, but notice in the rear that no, it's not, I did not make it some sort of punji sticks, booby traps or anything. It's what I use to paint my road wheels with and everything, or how I set it dry. I'll show you in a later video after I paint how I normally set these road wheels up to dry and everything. So don't be intimidated by that. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the mistakes and the issues that I had with it, because it was more of a headache on my end. So remember that I told you before that never trust blue in the instructions. I'll show you why. So first of all, the sprocket there, they want you to fit a 11. And of course here, they got blued out. You're not really supposed to be using that. A11 is actually this part here where my thumb is pointing to, and you're not supposed to be using that. You're supposed to be using that, the one in blue, which is the back side of the sprocket. So stuff like that is just a major headache. And then I don't know if you can see on the sides here that there used to be 2 locating parts tabs here and here, where I guess on other Stugs you're supposed to put these attachments for support fenders, but this one didn't have it. But of course in the instructions they did not tell you to sand it away or cut it off or anything, so I didn't notice it until halfway through the build, and then so the hall in the upper hall was completed, and it was just a pain in the butt trying to sand it with the fenders and everything on. So it's very important to look ahead before you actually start putting things together. Another issue that I had with the S tool, I don't know what you call that there, but it has two locating tabs that's already drilled through the fenders. they want you to add this piece here on the other side. So there are supposed to be two of them, so you're supposed to wrap it with PE on this other side. Well, if I was going to do that, I would have to do the locating tabs, which they don't really tell you to fill, because if you don't, then if you put that other side, then it's definitely going to show. So what I did was I just used the kit one and then just filled it in with that there. If I would have filled it in, I would have lost the detail on the fenders and everything, because I do go wild with putty sometimes. And then last and not least, the issues with the side skirts. Sorry, I'm not going to even pronounce this Shrewsbury. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I'm just going to say side skirt. Screw it. Just be easier that way. So there's no, like I said, no locating tabs for the side skirt placements at all. So you have to guesstimate. So the first thing that I did was I put this together, and then I mounted it on the tracks, glued it on, and wait till it's dried. And then I'll assemble these with the hinges and stuff, and then put it there, and then I'll mark where those tabs are supposed to go, so I don't sit there and try to guesstimate and ruin the model because I didn't plan well, So all that wasn't really that bad at all. The worst part of it is these side skirts don't match well with the railing. So I'll show you why here. So if you take the front and the back, which they fit perfectly, but if you mount these, it's going to be off. It's going to be above. Reason being that I'm finding is that how they do these tabs in the rear, they have locating mounts here, here, and here. They want you to glue this tab in the back, and then glue this handle underneath. When you do that, what happens is this bottom piece will actually go in here, but it's going to cause to raise up, and so the two spikes that are supposed to go in there flush, it actually sits just below it there. Reason being, this is actually mounted too low. Now correct me if I'm wrong, that all the reference that I saw is that they actually mounted these extra plates on the front and not on the rear. If you do that, then you can actually move that on top above like a few millimeters, and then those should be able to sit perfectly. I don't know where Dragon gets their information from or whatever, but I think that's incorrect. Like I said, I believe this front is supposed to go on the front and not on the rear. Now I have seen this plate by itself before, which is perfectly fine, but I've never seen one that's on the rear. Like I said, if anyone actually knows for sure, please let me know. And another thing, these bolts are a pain in the ass to put on, but it took some time, but I actually figured it out and how to put it on there correctly. But it's a pain in the butt. So, oh yeah, and another thing, I forgot to do the idle wheel, so I got to do that still. I don't know how I missed that, but I did. So, yeah, that's practically it. I still got to do, like I said, the rear storage to get that paint and everything. So this weekend I'm definitely going to be aggressively painting the primer, base coat, camo, and then start painting the rest this week. And hopefully I should hopefully get it done before October 1st, which is the deadline of the group build. So yeah, if you have any comments, leave it in the comment sections. But if you guys are doing a Stug yourself, I wish you guys luck and everything, and I'm sure you have fun, because I did kind of have fun with this build, but it's more pulling out and stressful at times. But if I would actually build this kit again, but that's just me, because I'm just crazy that way. So yeah, if not anything else, have a good day, and build on, my friends. Thanks for watching.